Hi to our CFA family. We wanted to give you a short update today as to how the new provincial regulations that came down yesterday, September 15th, are going to affect us at CFA and for going forward for the next few weeks at least. First things first, we want to encourage you to look at things and to navigate this season with a heart directed toward God and with a kingdom perspective. I was reminded in my devotions yesterday, I'm reading through Romans, read Romans chapter 8, verses 18 to 21. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Since the creation of the world, God has a plan that He wants to bring about in our lives. And as Glenn has been talking in his messages, that discipleship can sometimes take us through roads of hardship. And so this is one of those things. And so we're eagerly awaiting what God has in store for us. So as far as our Sunday services go, this Sunday, September 19th, we're going to continue with just the one service because it's a little shorter notice, and logistically it's hard to switch the gears right now. So we're going to continue with one service. It's going to be 10 a.m. What's going to happen is we're going to ask you to enter through the main foyer doors that's on the west side of the building, or if you're registering kids in the Kids Connection program, you can go through the Kids Connection doors just to the left of that. You'll see the flags out there for that. You can go register your kids. For everybody else, you're going to go straight to the connection desk. When you go to the connection desk, they're going to assign you a seat. One of our ushers will help you find where that seat is. Sadly, this week we're not going to be able to offer much in the way of seat selection because we're going to be limited to 1/3 capacity with the physical distancing measures in place. And so we're going to be limited to about 120, 125 people. We're going to have the hub set up as an overflow. For those who want to use that, we'll be live streaming the service into the hub. Also, one of the things that we want you to be aware of is that we're going to continue with our kids ministry. We'll also continue with our nursery. What we're asking for the kids ministry is that you would definitely register your kids in advance, as you've been doing. We encourage that because space may get limited in some of those classrooms, and we may have to cut off at a cap on classroom sizes. Starting next Sunday, September 26th, we're going to go to two services. So 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. We're going to ask you to register online or through the Church Center app in advance for this. And this is going to help us maximize our seating space and be able to accommodate as many as possible. The kids' connection time will only take place during the first service, the 9 a.m. service. And you're still going to need to register for the service, even if you register your children for the kids' connection. If you want a seat in the sanctuary, you're going to need to register for that. There's no longer any exemption for masking, so we're going to be asking that masks be worn throughout the building at all times, throughout the worship service and the singing and everything. We're going to ask that you be masked. Because that's what the provincial regulations are asking of us. The only thing we're saying is that for kids, if your kid is in grade 3 or younger, they don't have to wear the mask. We're asking if they can, if they're comfortable to do it, to do so. But we're not going to mandate for the kids in grade 3 or under, the same as the schools are doing. If you have registered for a specific program or ministry coming up, your ministry leader will be contacting you. Be aware of that. Programs are part of our worship, and expressions of our faith are continuing under the banner of our church, can meet in our church building, so some of the venues may have to switch to our church building. But we can still host those things. If you've been hosting something in your home, we're going to ask that you refer to the provincial guidelines on Alberta Health's website and follow those restrictions as well as to who can meet in your homes. If you're unsure about any of this or have any questions, feel free to give myself a call, reach out to me, or call the office. We're also asking and encouraging you to be in prayer during this time. Be it prayer for our church, be it prayer for our community, especially be it prayer for our healthcare workers during this difficult time and the stress that they're under and the strain that they're under. Be in prayer for them. As God's disciples, as disciples of Jesus, growing in His understanding and wisdom, we're asking you to be mindful of how you can show God's love to the people around you. And if you have a prayer need, or you know someone who has a prayer need, reach out to us. Let us know. We want to be in prayer for you. If you need prayer yourself, we are open during office hours. You can come in and we're praying for people, and we'll meet with you and pray with you. We'd love that opportunity. So connect with us online through our website, through our app, or also call the church. And we're praying for you as we navigate these days, and we're looking forward to the good things that God is going to do in us as he grows us to be his disciples.